Chair, delegates, and other participants, I am speaking to you on behalf of Dejusticia, a Colombian organization that promotes the rule of law, democracy, and human rights through strategic litigation and research. In relation to the challenges arising from the disparity between states' responses to the global drug problem and their international human rights obligation, I will focus on the importance of recognizing the prevalence of human rights in the enforcement of drug strategies, as stated in the Article 14 of the UN Convention of the 1988, and the International Guidelines on Human Rights and Drug Policy. In the case of Colombia's drugs policy, between 1994 and 2015, more than 1.9 million hectares were sprayed with glyphosate as part of the program for the eradication of illicit crops. The unintended outcomes of such strategy were displacement, health damage, and non-consensual abortions, and multiple affectations to territories of peasant, indigenous, and Afro-descendant communities. In addition, early spraying led to the destruction and contamination of the Amazonian and Pacific ecosystems. This policy has been implemented based on the need to comply with international obligations to reduce drug supply, leaving behind the provisioning of adequate standards of living for the families in the territories where the coca leaf economy has settled. Although the Colombian state suspended early spraying in 2015, there are legal loopholes that could allow its return. The state has not prohibited the use of glyphosate as an illicit crop eradication method and therefore is not complying with the international guidelines on human rights and drug policy. In this sense, it is important to highlight that the state should ensure that their illicit crop eradication commitments are carried out, guaranteeing the right to a clean, healthy, and sustainable environment. Therefore, a state must not generate pollution or cause exposure to highly toxic, bioaccumulative, and persistent substances which, as glyphosate, have been declared as probably carcinogenic by the ARC of the WHO. Finally, it is necessary to remind other states that drug control measures must not cause deforestation, degradation of natural habitats, or loss of biodiversity or other environmental damage within or outside their geographical borders. We call on states and the UN system to continue to put human rights at the center and support only those drug policy mechanisms that comply with human rights obligations. Thank you very much.